All right, so let's briefly go over the syllabus that we're going to be using for this course. Again, this is Principles of Management, MGT 201. So just to reiterate the course description, this course is a study of the 4 management functions of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling used in organizations. This includes topics of decision-making, human relations, effective communication, group dynamics, change, leadership, motivation, ethics, quality, and social responsibility. So throughout this course, we're going to be touching on every one of those subjects. And there's going to be a lot of different examples of how each one of these interrelate together. As far as the course outcomes, I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but I would recommend that you not only read through these at the beginning of the course, but also read through these periodically throughout the course to make sure you're understanding what each one of these means. Take, for instance, you may not be able to right now be able to explain group or team dynamics within organizations, but by the end of the semester, you should be able to. So if for whatever reason there's something that you don't remember going over, maybe it's just something you need to revisit, this would be a good chance to see, did you hit all of the outcomes for the course? As far as course requirements, in order to achieve these outcomes, students will engage in the following activities. Read assigned chapters while utilizing the ancillary materials, which in this case is the videos that go with them or any articles that go with them as well. Log in and complete assignments on a timely basis. Communicate any issues, difficulties, understanding course material with the instructor, and participate in any assigned activity or event. As far as communicate any issues, difficulties, and understanding, if for whatever reason you go through something and you just don't get it, it's all right. Let me know. I may be able to say, point you in the right direction, or record a video like this, or have a Skype call to help you better understand how to go over this material. So as far as course expectations, the big one, because of this being an online course, things are a little differently. Attendance is a big one. The U.S. Department of Education defines program integrity roles that involve tracking a student's attendance in online classes. This being the case, we must set up a system in order to track attendance. And in this case, it requires that you participate on certain activities within a certain time frame. In this case, in order to receive attendance during a week, you must complete something that is graded within that week, whether it be a discussion board, whether that be a quiz or anything of that nature. Something that I want to point out here, students who do not maintain active participation as defined by the instructor of the course will be dropped from the course and receive an instructor withdrawal. This will affect your financial aid and scholarships. As long as students meet all coursework and attendance requirements as defined by each instructor, students will meet the online attendance requirements. It is the student's responsibility to read course syllabus, which we're doing right now, course messages and course announcements, and to be aware of the requirements for each class. I like this little chart that they put in here as far as what counts towards attendance and what does not. As far as what does, adhering to due dates and turning things in on time, participating in online discussion forums, which are your graded discussions, completing quizzes and tests, and assignment submission before or on due dates. So we will have some assignments as well, but make sure you're following along with what the due dates are. That way you don't, also for one, you don't fall behind, and for two, you get the attendance points. Some activities that do not get you attendance, logging into the course. Just because you log in and don't do anything, or log in and read, I don't see that. So you don't actually get attendance for just logging in. So you must complete something that is graded. Emailing classmates, same thing. That does not go towards your attendance. Planning to complete all assignments at the end of the term. By that point, it will already have been too late. remember that you can get withdrawn from a class if you do not participate as we go. And then reading course materials. Reading is a requirement of the class, but that does not get you attendance. Something right here. Please note, at EGCC, the instructors will drop inactive students and note a last date of attendance. Attendance is not determined as the last day the student logged into the course. Logging in and out of course does not constitute active participation. So like I said, I know I'm harping on it a lot, but I want you guys to remember, in order to receive attendance, you must log in and either participate in discussion boards or turn something in that's graded. Academic withdrawal. Students in traditional face-to-face courses will be academically dropped from a course for never attending the first 2 weeks of course meeting during the semester, and if they have not made any prior arrangements with faculty. Students in hybrid or online hybrid courses will be academically dropped from courses for never participating. So in the first 2 weeks of the course meeting during the semester. So just like if you were to come to class, if for whatever reason the first couple of weeks you don't participate in anything, just the same as you were to come to class, you will be dropped from the class and counted as never having shown up. So it's just important to know that you must maintain some level of activity in order to get your attendance for the semester. And as far as the rest of it, as far as how it shows up on your transcripts, I'll leave that to you. If you get withdrawn, you're not going to get the same grade or anything like that. So moving right along, like I said, I would recommend that you absolutely read through that policy. Academic and student integrity. Student integrity and scholastic honesty are integral parts of the college's scholastic standard, academic quality, and a foundation for our society. So this goes along with things, don't copy other people's work, don't plagiarize, make sure that you're doing your own work. As far as like the quizzes and things like that, yeah, they're open book, but make sure you're the one doing them. Also, you'll be writing a paper, or not a paper, but a presentation at the end of the semester. That should be your own work. You can use sources and bring in pieces of other people's works as long as the work itself is your own. Confirmed violations may result in a failing grade on the assignment or in the course. Things like plagiarizing your entire final presentation will result in failing the course as a whole. So like I said, it involves cheating, plagiarizing, furnishing false information to the college, forgery or alteration or misuse of documents, or misuse of computer privileges, including unauthorized use of software and account number, password, program, or file. So biggest things is make sure you're not cheating or plagiarizing other people's work. And then also, finally, down to the assessment types of what we're going to be doing. So this is how you'll be your grades will be computed. The first one is module discussion and participation. There are 14 discussion boards worth 10 points apiece. Your module quizzes, which go with each module, there's also 14 of those for 20 points apiece. Your course project, we'll be talking about a proposal in a couple weeks, so don't worry about that right now, but the proposal itself is worth 10 points, and the presentation is worth 70, and with being an online course, I'll explain to you how to go about that later. Course tests, there are 5 tests worth 80 points apiece. And then finally, your comprehensive final exam, which is only one of them, and it is worth 100 points. So if you were to add all of those up, it comes to a nice round, even 1,000 points. So it should be pretty easy to show exactly what grades you're going to get. Anything from 900 to 1,000 is going to be an A. 800 to 899 is going to be a B. 700 to 799 a C. 600 to 699 is a D. and anything less than 600 points is going to be a failure. Also, in addition to, there is a print copy if you prefer to use an actual paper book. It is available in the bookstores. There is a link to it here, but you'll be able to purchase the book if you prefer. But like I said, you don't have to. The book is included with the class, so I would recommend just doing that. It's going to save you an extra expense, and it's going to be much more handy considering you can take it with you. Anywhere you have a computer, you have access to the book. All right, that's everything for the syllabus.